Does anybody want to talk about the Yankees?
Sure.
All right, we're live on YouTube, so you start recording here. So whenever we're ready, we're good to go.
Okay, at this time, I'd like to call the Park and Rec Board meeting together for Tuesday, May 17th, 2022. And the time is 7:07. Melissa, can we have the roll call?
Hey, Jay Batalico,
Yeah,
Richard De Silva,
Here.
Billy De Blasio,
Here.
Eileen Francolino,
Here.
Thomas Gill,
Here.
Tim Hutt Wagner,
Here.
Anthony Kulowski,
Here.
Matthew Kulowski. He had let me know he didn't think he would be able to make it. Ed Marchand,
Here.
Nicole Payne, and Don Woods.
Here.
And for liaisons, Tim Mankey
Here.
and Kim Rada. Okay, Mr. Chairman, you have a quorum.
thank you very much, Melissa. At this time, will we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United
United States of America, and to the republic
Republic
for which it
for which it
stands,
stands,
one nation,
one
under
nation,
God,
under God,
indivisible, with
indivisible,
liberty
with
and
liberty and
justice
justice
for
for
all.
all.
Thank you.
Play ball. Yep. Pretty soon.
At this time, we'd like to approve the minutes for April 19th, 2022. Are there any additions or subtractions? If not, can I have a second?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes pass. What's the changes to the agenda, Bill?
I think we just might have added one correspondence, Melissa, is that right?
Yes, we had one correspondence that we added.
Is that from the Boy Scouts?
So we have a correspondence was a letter that we received in the mail today. And I believe that Sam is going to have it up during correspondence.
Okay. We have any public participation?
Nope.
Okay, let's move on to correspondence. The first is the letter from the Boy Scout Troop 355.
Mr. Chairman, you have a letter requesting a waiver for one of the pavilions, and that's put on the agenda under new business.
Right. Okay, I guess, Sam, you're on the correspondence?
Yep, this is the additional letter.
Was it a kind letter about Clay, I think?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's our park supervisor. For those of you who haven't met him yet, he's going on his third year with us, doing a great job.
Okay, very good.
Awesome, awesome.
Anything on the monthly report of interest?
Oh, everything's of interest, but nothing out of the ordinary. So I think it's self-explanatory.
Same old, same old.
Yep.
How about the tree warden's report?
Yep. Same thing. Just
Okay.
working at it.
Okay, so no old business. The next item on the agenda is new business. And the first thing is a request for a waiver pavilion rental fee for the Boy Scouts Troop 355.
Right, yeah, Mr. Chairman, it's, the Boy Scouts always do so much good in the community that I think it's, something that we should seriously consider. I'm in full support of it. And it's on, I believe it's a Friday night where it won't really hurt us in any fashion, monetarily wise. And we'll be able to clean up the facility early Saturday morning at 6 a.m. to get prepared for the next day.
Okay, we have a motion. Ed, you
No.
want to read the motion? Do you have it?
Yep. Make a motion to accept the Boy Scout Troop 355 request to waive the $80 lower pavilion rental fee at Churchill Park on Friday, June 10th, 2022.
Thank
Second.
you, Ed. Do I have a second?
Second.
Rolene, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Next item is the part-time seasonal pay scale.
Yep, Mr.
effective
Chairman,
July
it's-
1, 2022.
Yep, Mr. Chairman, in there is just the details of the 5-step process that we have. You already approved this over the several years because in the small print on the bottom or the top, I think it says that every time the minimum wage goes up, everything will go up in that same percentage. So I just wanted you to see it and know what we're up against and what we're offering our young people for working for us.
Sounds good. The next item is the Lifestar helicopter landing in Mill Park.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman, you might want to have a motion to accept the pay plan.
Oh, do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion. We accept the part-time seasonal pay scale effective July 1, 2022,
Second.
according
All in
to
favor?
details.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, now we can go on to Lifestar helicopter landing at Mill Pond Park on June 4th.
Yep, for those of you who don't know on the board, the new members, any aerial displays that land in a park facility is the jurisdiction of the board. So I bring this to you. We're working closely with Adjutant General Francis Yvonne from Newington. He's working very hard to try to get a Chinook, which is one of the largest helicopters the National Guard has, to land. We haven't got a date or a time yet, but we're shooting for Wednesday, July 13th at 6:30 p.m. in coordination with the First Church of Christ Ice Cream Sunday thing and the carnival night. But if it doesn't work then, our second choice is Thursday night, and then our third choice would be Friday. Unfortunately, we can't do it on Saturday. There's not enough room to land such a large helicopter in the facilities on Saturday. So I'm asking you to make a motion to adopt or approve the concept and the idea of bringing it, and with the date and time to be announced as soon as the National Guard lets us know.
Bill, there's 2 helicopter landings on the agenda. One is for Lifestar on June 4th, and the other
Yep.
one is one you're talking about?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's correct.
Okay.
Lifestar is that's a public safety day that the police, fire, ambulance people are putting together.
That's
And
cool.
yeah, so just want to make sure you guys know about it.
Okay.
In case you
Mrs.
get phone calls.
Francolino, would you like to read that motion, please?
I make a motion to allow the Lifestar helicopter to land in Mill Pond Park on June 4th, 2022 for the townwide Public Safety Day celebration.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Second.
Yep, second? Who seconded, Tim?
Tim Hutzagner.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Motion passes. Now, the next one is the landing of a helicopter the week of July 13th through the 16th. Date to be determined by the National Guard. Same type of situation, Bill?
Yeah, this is more for a demonstration for the public.
Okay. Rich, you want to read the motion?
I'd propose a motion to allow the National Guard to land a helicopter in Mill Pond Park on a date and time to be determined upon availability of the National Guard during the week of July 13th to July 16th.
Can I have a second?
Second.
All in
Yeah.
favor?
Who seconded that?
I think
Billy.
Billy de Blasio.
Billy, thank you.
Sorry.
The other guy, Ed, has a voice for radio, man. That's a nice deep voice today.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Hey, Bill, do we
Yes.
have a time for either one of those?
Do we have a time? Yeah, 10 to 12 is the public safety day. And we'd like to, if we get our choice, we'd get 6:30 at night on Wednesday for the Chinook.
Okay, thank you.
Next one, proclamation for celebration of the ADA on July 26, 2022.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, the President Bush signed into effect the ADA, the Americans with Disabilities Act in 1990, giving people with disabilities freedom and independence and equalization and non-discriminatory. So we put together a proclamation for the board consideration to be passed on to the mayor and the town council so they can proclaim it. And then I've been president of the ADA Connecticut Coalition for many years, and they've just gave us a $500 donation to have free ice cream for the first 150 people that show up at the concert of the Daily Planet on Thursday, July, off the top of my head, I don't know, maybe about the 22nd, something like that. So that's pretty much it.
Don, you want to read the motion, please?
Sure. I'd like to make a motion to wholeheartedly accept the ADA proclamation and forward it on to the mayor and town council to proclaim the day at an appropriate town council meeting.
Second?
Second.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Now we go on to reports.
Okay.
Bill, the first one is COVID-19 regulation update.
Yeah, things have been going, wonky as far as this goes. We're in masks, we're closed down, then we open, then we close. But currently, the current rule right now is it appears that our town attorney has found a judge that said that you can't order people to wear masks in a public building and you can't ask them their name and stuff. So town manager's going with that idea. And now we're open, but we're strongly recommending to wear masks when appropriate and be careful and socially distance. And if you have symptoms, stay away from people.
That's it.
That's it.
What about meetings?
You can't force people not to. So we had any meetings that were already planned as of this announcement on Friday stayed the same. I anticipate, again, things change on a daily basis, but I anticipate that we'll have a hybrid meeting next month available to us.
Mhm.
Okay, I guess we gotta live with it.
Yeah, they notified TPZ that the next meeting will be hybrid and asked if we would participate in person.
Okay. What does the board prefer? Does it matter to you guys?
I would prefer in person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would as well.
in person. This Zoom is.
I'll show up either way.
Okay. I just was wondering. That's all.
Yep.
You just don't have personal contact with the Zoom meetings to me,
Yeah. Yep. I understand.
Okay, the next item is Mill Pond Pool update.
Okay.
This
So
ought to be interesting.
yeah, we found a company that was able to come out, Connecticut Aquatics Company, and they've been working on it with a couple guys for about a week now, the 18-foot cracked pipe, and they've taken it all apart, and it looks like they've got all the pieces ordered. And I suspect in the next day or two, they should be reinstalling the new one. And, you know, knock on wood, we'll be up and running and ready to go again. So it's one of those battles that you just keep putting out fires. Something breaks, you fix it, you move on.
How much was that, Bill? How much did that repair cost?
I don't know, it's time and material. So it's been $107 and change per person per hour, 2 or 3 guys, you know, for say 7 days or so. So I don't know. We don't have a total bill yet. I don't know what the materials.
A lot.
Yeah, a lot. Any more questions to Bill on the Mill Pond pool? How about Churchill? How's that going?
Yeah, you know, it's again going well. We just keep same kinds of things, you know, when you know, soldering pipes in the locker room separate from the winter, we resolder them or cut them out and replace them. Same with when we're going to paint and, you know, power wash the walls and the floor, of course. And then we will put water in it. We'll see where we have leaks. And when we do, we try to find it. We put dye in the pipes in the water, and then we see where it bubbles up, and we try to fix them that way. So I'd say our estimation is that Churchill might be in a little better shape than Mill right now.
Well, okay. Next item on the agenda is the Veterans Memorial.
Yeah, I don't know, Melissa, did we get a final, not a final, but an up-to-date number of people?
Yeah, so I looked at the end of the day today, and we're up to 81. We have 20 that are new and 61 renewals. They've kind of been trickling in, and I know that we're going to have the registration forms available at the Memorial Day parade. So hopefully we'll get more from that. And I know that Hidil had done another Facebook post too. So they've been trickling in.
Good, thank you.
You're welcome.
Melissa, just a
Yes.
question. Do you know if Kenny Lego responded? He had asked, I think on the last year's go around, to be notified that he wanted to put his dad's name on there. Do you know? Do we have a way of
I
getting-
don't off the top of my head, but I'll write it down and I can take a look in the morning.
Okay. He was a previous board member, so you should have his email address.
Yeah.
Okay,
Don,
sure.
Don, just to let you know, I personally called him Saturday morning.
Oh, okay.
And he wanted to sign up for the board members anniversary party. And he also said him, his father, and somebody else, a third person, he wanted to enter in, put their names on because they missed it last year.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I told him how to get on the website. I don't know if he did it or not.
All right. Thanks.
Next item is the Kindness Counts program.
Sam, what are we up to for Kindness Counts people?
Overall, probably around 300. I have another 80 or so going out this week. I finally got the basketball and soccer coach and volunteer nominations put in.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yep.
Bill, if you're looking for somebody to put them up, we got a whole new slew of Honor Society members who are looking for hours. So if you're short on help, let
Perfect.
me
Yeah,
know.
good to know.
Yeah,
Yep.
just tell them to call Sam at the 866 number and 8666 number.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. We're always looking for more people.
Okay.
They may end up with a kindness sign if they're that kind.
There you go.
It's a win-win.
There you go.
It's a win-win.
Next item is volunteers needed for special events, June 9th, 10th, and the 11th.
Yeah, we're just hoping that some of the board members that haven't signed up yet consider signing up, and the more volunteers, the more we don't have to pay staff and the more money we make. So for fireworks. So it's that would be nice.
Who do we contact for that?
you could call the office and Melissa or Sam can plug in one of the, we're looking for people like from 4 o'clock on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday to whenever you want to work, 2-hour shifts, 3, 4, 5 hours, whatever you want to put in.
Is that basically selling tickets for the carnival, Bill?
For the June 9th, 10th, and 11th, it's mostly checking IDs, putting on wristbands, and pouring beer and wine.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Life being extravaganza.
Okay, things are going really well with the extravaganza plans. Again, we just, like everything else, we need nice warm weather.
Oh, we'll get it. We usually do.
And no rain. Yeah, no rain. So, anyways, yeah, we're doing well. Everything seems to be going well. The board members that haven't signed up yet, we're ordering T-shirts. So please get your name on that list. If you don't know how to get onto our website, just call Melissa or Sam and they'll put your T-shirt size on there. We have beautiful, the most expensive shirts we've ever bought. They're like $18 for a T-shirt, but it's going to be
big time.
Yeah, it's going to be like 10 colors. So it has fireworks on it. And Hadil designed it. And I think everybody's thinking it's going to look pretty sharp.
Cool.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and we're trying to get them. For those of you who volunteer on June 9th, 10th, and 11th, you'll get a shirt then too, if everything works right.
Okay, Musco Lighting letter. Apparently you sent them a letter.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I told you about how I helped write a letter for Janet to send out. And I just wanted to show you that these are the letters that went out to both the playground company and the Musco Lighting Company. And that was a great effort by the finance department to work with us cooperatively to get the things manufactured ahead of time or start the process at least instead of waiting all the way till July 1st.
Well, this way they're able to start fabricating the 3 poles, right? That they still have to put up.
Yep, that's correct, Jay.
Yep. Okay.
The sooner, I'll tell you what, the sooner the better we get those lights up because people are, between high school baseball and not American Legion, what do we call that? Babe Ruth baseball. Holy cow. There's in adult baseball, there's a lot of need for 90-foot bases. That's for sure.
Has the AD changed his mind with high school playing at night?
I have not heard him change his mind. No.
Okay. It's too bad. At least the parents would be able to see their kids play at night anyways.
Yeah,
okay, next item is Beechwood Park playground letter.
Let me just give you a shameless commercial. You remember that we have live barns set up now at all the fields at Legend. So for $15 a month, they can see their kids play all over the world.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, Beechwood Park playground.
Yep, same thing. You've got the letter in front of you just to show you. We're trying to. That was the one that it took something like 18 weeks to order the playground material. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
Let me scroll down here. Voicemail at Park and Rec Garage regarding ball fields.
Yeah, Sam, were you able to put that on an attachment?
No, I don't have it here, but I can definitely forward it to them, to the board.
Okay.
I didn't get that. No, sorry.
Okay. So Clay's office has a phone and he got this lovely voicemail from a woman that didn't identify herself, but said she just left the baseball field at Legends and couldn't believe and how proud she was of Newington's care for the baseball fields and the condition that they're in compared to her kids playing in other towns.
I think Melissa sent us a voicemail by that, did she not?
I don't know.
I did forward it to the board once I had gotten it from Clay.
Okay, great. Thanks, Melissa.
Okay, that's good.
You're welcome.
Next item is public service announcement from Michael Minnelli.
Okay, so if those of you remember, Mike Minnelli is a graduate of Newington High School. He's about 34 years old. He did that McDonald's commercial I think Eileen Francolino brought to our attention last month, and it was really cool. He does a great job. And so we now have a commercial that we wanted to play that he produced for us for the extravaganza.
Good.
He's looking for a bass player. I wanted
Is he?
so bad. I guess he's got a gig coming up, and I so wanted to say, call Dave Millardo. You know,
Yeah, yeah. Would he take a ukulele player?
there you go. That'd be fun.
Oh, boy.
What's going on,
Sam, do you
everybody?
have that?
It's Michael Minnelli here, and I'm so excited to announce that I'm performing live Saturday, July 16th at the 40th anniversary Life Be In It extravaganza at Mill Pond Park in Newington, Connecticut. Now, listen, I was born and raised in Newington, so you got to understand this is a dream come true for me. And let me tell you, I know we've had heat waves and rain delays and COVID, but everything changes. We're going bigger and better this year. There's food, there's vendors, there's games, there's rides, and of course the fireworks. So it's a perfect event for family and friends of all ages. Now, let me tell you, none of this would be possible without my good friends over at the Newington Parks and Recreation Department and my family at Campbell Cooling. So I want to thank you guys so much for having me. I can't wait to put on a show for you. I go on at 8 o'clock. Make sure you go check out some music so you can sing along. And let me just tell you, this is a show you don't want to miss. I'll see y'all there.
That was great. That was great.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, tomorrow is Wednesday,
What's
right?
going on, everybody?
Tomorrow I will be doing a interview with Renee Danino from iHeartRadio, and she's going to be doing a community calendar 20-minute gig with me interview, and it'll go on 10 radio stations on a Sunday morning and whenever else they play it at the 10 stations. So we're excited to do that. She's been a good friend of ours for a long time and supported Newington Parks and Rec every step of the way. So we're looking forward to doing that. What was the next? Was the next thing the Mooyah thing?
Yeah, we have that video.
Yeah, we have Mooyah is our next commercial that we put together this I don't know, a couple weeks ago maybe.
Going big time, huh, Bill?
Hello, everybody.
Yeah,
My
we
name
are.
is Bill DeMayo, and I'm the superintendent of the Newington Parks and Recreation Department. And I'm here standing in front of Mooyah's, which is off of Fenn Road. It's the newest business that has joined forces with the Newington Parks and Recreation team to formulate a new public-private partnership. And any business in Newington or anywhere in Connecticut can formulate a partnership with us. Mooyah's just the latest one. And I'm holding 2 tickets right here for free burgers at Mooyah's. So here's what we're going to do. We have a whole new crazy idea. So we're going to, on a monthly basis, we're going to give you, the Newington Parks and Recreation, 2 trivia questions. You come up with the trivia answer on our Facebook. You comment below on our Facebook
Is
page.
the audio locked
and
up?
anyone that's at least, it's like The Price is Right. You either guess the answer or under. You can't go over when you give us the answers. We'll not, in within the 24-hour period of time, we'll come up with the winners
Hello?
and notify you. And each winner gets 2 free burgers. So we'll give away 4 burgers. You can either share and bring a friend with you, or you can be a little bit, I don't know, piggy maybe, and eat 2 burgers if you can. I don't think you can. They're pretty expensive burgers, so they're worth up to $12 each. So it's going to be fun. So this is Mooyah's. And let me tell you about another thing they're doing. On June 2nd, Rock Salad Alibi, we start our outdoor concerts at Mill Pond Park at 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Mooyah's is coming to Mill Pond Park, and they're going to give away to the first 500 people to come see the concerts free cookies and free homemade potato chips, which they're noted for. So that's going to be unbelievable. And then that's not it. July 7th, a Thursday night, we have Booyah, the concert, the 10-piece brass band. Mike Mafundo, he's a fabulous guy in town. He's a music teacher at Elizabeth Green. His band is going to be playing. They're called Booyah. So we said, why not have Booyah with Mooyah? So Mooyah is going to come set up a tent and have discounted burgers and chips and food for sale at Mill Pond Park. That's July 7th. We just got entertainment and food and parties coming your way all spring and summer and fall. So don't miss out. We also have refrigerator magnets with all the concerts beginning on Sunday, June from 12 to 3, free concerts at the municipal parking lot. So we've got the Mooyah tickets here for 2 free burgers. You're going to love them. They're so darn tasty. You can put all kinds of toppings on them. So the first Newington Parks and Rec trivia question is, how many gallons of water when we fill Mill Pond Pool are there? How many gallons of water? Don't go over. If you go over, you lose.
Can anybody hear me?
Or lower.
Tom, we hear you.
For Muya. Second trivia question.
I can't hear anybody else.
Who is the performing artist that's going to
Or
be
we're not saying
performing
anything.
at Mill Pond? He's an up-and-coming country singer for Newington Goes Country. That's Thursday, June 7th, sponsored by the Flood Law Insurance, Flood Law Personal Law Injury Firm out of Middletown. They're our sponsors. That's going to be unbelievable. He's coming up from Nashville to perform. What's his name? That's an easy one. You should know that. So what's the performer's name, the country singer that will be performing on Thursday, June 7th at Mill Pond at our Newington Goes Country? Those are the two questions. Gallons of water at Mill Pond, performer at Newington Goes Country. Comment on the comment page, comment below this video, and we'll identify the winners. We just keep coming at you day after day with new entertainment and new food and new fun. June 9th. Sorry, June 9th. So June 9th is Newington Goes Country. Let me be corrected. Thanks, Joe. June 10th is Food Truck Friday, and June 11th is Motorcycle Madness. Big weekend at Mill Pond Park. Want to mention Joe Harvey's our camera guy today, but great rec supervisor, Kelly Tinkham, great rec supervisor, Hadil Majdal, great rec supervisor, and then we've got Sam Listacco, and we've got Melissa Miller, Coral Richards, and Taylor Zorb. Our office is working their tail off to bring you all kinds of entertainment. So again, thanks for listening. My name is Bill DeMayo, Superintendent of Parks and Recreation, working with the greatest Parks and Rec team in the state. Thanks for listening.
Tom, can you hear us?
I can hear you, but I don't know if anybody else is saying anything.
We're playing a video.
Yeah, they're playing a video.
Bill, what's the answer to the trivia question?
If I told you, I'd have to kill you. No.
Does it depend on how fast the leak is working? You know?
It depends on what day it is, right? The pipes are broken if the pipes are fixed.
Do we subtract the 3,000 gallons we lose a week?
Yeah, that you can't lose on that answer, I guess.
Yeah.
But there's
Okay,
actually-
preschool playground update.
Just to let you know, we were fortunate enough to get a grant last year from ARPA money, and we bought a sandbox and a big giant planter that our park guys put together, and the kids are now growing flowers and plants and vegetables in it, and they water them every day and all that kind of stuff. And then we bought a shade structure also. So that's right on Garfield Street, that fenced in area. That's the preschool dedicated playground for them.
Nice.
Okay, next is the Creative Playtime Preschool graduation on Tuesday, June 7th.
Yep. Everybody's invited. It's at Mill Pond Park. We'll bring the graduates that are 5 years old that are going to go to kindergarten and graduate from our program in on the train, and grandparents and parents will be out in the audience, and they'll sing some songs, and everybody will have they'll read a few poems, excuse me, and they'll get graduation certificates and some different tchotchkes type stuff. So you're all invited if you want to stop by Mill Pond Park. It's kind of it's a real cute event, real nice.
Next item is the Newington Inn on Mazzacoli Way. Was this where the flag was?
Yes. Yep. We tried
Went to an N?
Oh, there it is.
Yep, we tried a giant blue N we tried to go as close to gold as we could for Newington colors. People have told me that it looks spectacular. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but it looks pretty neat. And I'd have to give a lot of credit to Steve Tofeld on that one. He's our acting foreman, and he's horticulturist, tree expert. He does a good job.
Good.
Cool.
Next item is the Memorial Day Parade board members marching.
Yeah, I'm not sure if anyone wants to march and help us hand out free ice cream coupons, walk alongside the golf cart or the train, and you're all welcome. That'd be nice. I know Eileen has done it in the past. I'm not sure any other board members have has done. I don't know if you. Oh yeah, no wait. Did Tim? Well, you weren't a board member then, but I remember you being part of the. Maybe because you were around with the church, maybe, and Beth, and your wife was with you. But anybody that wants to march with us, just call our office and we'll look for you at the Lutheran Church at step-off time, usually around 9:30.
10:30 is when the parade starts.
Yeah, but usually 9:30 is when we gather.
Correct. Yep.
Okay, last item is the Chamber of Commerce Awards on Wednesday, May 18th.
Yep. We nominated two people. Scott Mangan is the executive director of the ambulance. They asked us if we had any public service nominations. And of course, Scott came to mind right away. He does a wonderful job over there. So he'll be receiving an award tomorrow night at Indian Hill, as well as Victor and Donna Fontana. They actually live in my neighborhood here and have been volunteer basketball coaches for the girls basketball program for Recreation and Parks for us for 19 years. And we wanted to recognize them as volunteers of the year. So they were going to receive an award tomorrow. So we've got tickets for Kelly, Joe, and Hadil and I are all going to support them. Unfortunately, they got exposed to COVID yesterday and won't be able to attend. So it's kind of anticlimactic, but we'll see. We'll be there clapping for them.
Okay, that takes care of the agenda for tonight. Any comments by the board members? Speak out now.
Hello?
Oh,
Don, I got a comment. Have we heard anything from Joe Harpy yet on his charter revision? Don?
I don't know what happened to Don because his name is on my camera.
Oh, that's because he
Yeah, boys.
He sent you his link.
What?
He sent
You look good, Billy, for 72 years old.
because that happened to me one time when I sent it to Ed Marchand, and then Ed Marchand was me, and I didn't have a link. So Billy is Don right now.
oh yeah, look at that.
So if
I'm
you
gonna
turn
go with
the
no
link I
comment
sent-
on that.
Congratulations.
Don, are you on?
No, he's not on because Billy has his link. Each of the links is personalized to the person.
So
So
if
I
Billy,
don't believe that Don is on the meeting now.
so if Billy
Sam,
forwards the invite I sent to him, to Don will join as Billy.
Let's see if we can do it.
That's why I want the in-person meetings.
Your point is well taken, Mr. Chairman.
I didn't get anything, Sam.
Oh, no? Maybe it went to your spam?
Billy, are you there
Yes.
now?
Yeah, I'm here.
We lost Don.
DeMayo,
I am here, yes.
have you heard anything about the charter revision?
Yes,
I
I
know
have.
Don had said the last meeting that Joe Harpy was supposed to get a hold of both of us, but I never heard anything.
Right, so I guess there was somewhat of a communication problem. James tells me that it's a public meeting and anybody can go, so you and Don are welcome. Their next meeting is Thursday at 7 p.m. And James did call me today late in the afternoon saying, what did I think the commission wanted to do? Did they just want to leave it alone and go from there, or do they want to change it? And I said I would bring it up tonight and let them decide what they want to do. So I don't know if you want to just leave it alone because people that are now showing up, or change it. It's up to you guys.
Why don't we go around the horn and
Revision.
I would just as soon leave it just the way it is. Ed, how about you?
I would leave it.
Rich,
I would leave it.
Elaine, Mrs. Francolino?
I think we voted on this during our last meeting, didn't we?
I don't recall.
Well, it should be in the minutes, but I can't get my fingers on them right now.
Yeah, we did vote on it to,
Yeah,
change it a little bit.
yeah, because we voted to use, I don't remember, it was
Well, I
70.
know James came in and gave us the majority and the minority and all that.
Mhm.
Isn't it still boiled down to it's pretty much out of our hands until they come
Yeah,
up with what
right,
they're gonna do?
right.
So why we even discuss this anymore?
Right. I agree with you, Ed.
It's out of our hands. If we have
Yeah.
no say in it until they come up with what they come up with, we can only
Right.
stand up at the meeting and make our recommendation.
Yeah.
Yep.
So do you want me to give what you voted last month, which I believe was seven-member board with two majority party, what do you call those people?
Alternates.
Alternates and two minority alternates. Do you want me to put that forward, or do you want to leave it as it is now?
Hey, Bill DeMayo,
Yes.
this is just my opinion. I think you're gonna really struggle when you get to alternates. I mean, I never been on I know if I was an alternate, why would I waste my time? I'm
Yeah.
not sure how anybody else feels about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing on the TPC too, as an alternate. It's, you don't know if you're gonna be called on that
Yeah.
night, and
Well,
I
you
just
could,
assume leave it alone. Let them
You could-
decide.
Let them decide what they're gonna do, and then we
Right.
go to a meeting and make our recommendation, our
Because
suggestions.
the problem with this board is we need as many members as we can have.
Mm.
You know, because we're so involved in so many things.
The hardest thing is getting a quorum every week.
Yeah, well, so far so good. The last, 3 meetings, so.
yeah, lately it's been good. Yeah.
Yes, Don.
But I mean, we did have some tough times, Ed. I agree with you.
Don?
We had a couple of cancellations because we couldn't get a
So
quorum.
they're asking if you have any information on the charter revision.
Yeah, so you can tell, the only information I have is a meeting on Thursday night.
I have Don Woods on the phone.
Yeah,
We can hear them.
Okay.
So there's a meeting on Thursday night. And they're gonna discuss Parks and Rec. I guess.
where is it? The town council chambers?
Well, I assume it is, but I haven't got an official invitation, but I got an email stating that there will be a meeting tomorrow, Thursday night, which we can attend. And they want to know which way we want to go. So I'm still gonna, I don't know what happened to my internet, but I'm gonna go with what we went with at the last meeting. And if they won't go with that, I think I'm gonna suggest that we stay as is,
Okay.
rather than make the board smaller. That's my thoughts. Has anybody changed?
I just, yeah,
The last meeting?
Don, if I may, I just want to make sure the board is clear. I'm very clear now of the process. And I just want to bring to everyone's attention, if you leave it alone, it stays in the charter. If you decide to go to 7-person board, the number goes into the charter, but then the ordinances determine the makeup of the board. And that could change at any 2/3 vote of a council at any meeting. So I think it makes the board's future a little bit possibly more vulnerable to change that you might not have control over. So
Bill, unfortunately, I lost Don on the phone. He must be having some technical issues.
Oh, okay.
Well, how are we gonna leave it?
You there, Don?
We should have met in person.
Don?
Yeah, see, you didn't pay his electric bill.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll sign out and he can go in and then I can text Eileen or call Eileen.
Okay, before you leave, how you leaning? Do you have a strong opinion either way?
No, but I just don't want to go
There, Don?
backwards with the
I don't know
attendance
what's
and,
going on.
and
All right.
like,
So, Billy, I got him back on the phone.
okay.
Okay. So Don, can you hear me?
Yes,
So
I can hear
Don,
you.
I just told the whole board that the one thing I got clarified for me is if we keep it at 11, we stay in the charter as is. If we go to 7, then it stays in the charter as 7, but the makeup of the board goes to ordinance format, and it could change with any 2/3 vote at any town council meeting. So you lose a little bit of control for the future of the board.
Who told you that?
James, I believe, the town clerk.
Because if you're putting it back into an ordinance, then like he's saying, it can be changed at any time, but somebody has to change it to an ordinance format.
That's what they're going to do with the charter revision if you go from 11 to 7.
Well, the charter revision said that?
The charter revision committee, yeah. That's what James is going to recommend.
Well, that's a big change.
That makes you vulnerable. Yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make.
Don, you there?
But you might be already there because we're opened up. You know, the charter revision is opened up, and this is in the program.
It sounds like they're willing to listen Thursday night at what this board wants to do.
Okay.
So I think you still have another shot at telling them your feelings.
Okay, well, go back to the alternates. There's another avenue for us to have a board.
Hold on
that
one
has-
second. Oh. Don, I think Don Woods is now trying to call me, and I have no idea.
I keep losing him, Billy.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I literally do not know how to get him on the phone and be on Zoom at the same time.
Just put it on speaker.
Speaker. It says speaker.
On your phone, puts so we can hear him.
No, I don't have him. What a cluster.
Chinese fire drill.
Yeah. Oh man.
I think I'm gonna give up.
All right. I got you back on. For some reason, so I got Don back on the phone again.
Okay, so Don, do you have any strong feelings keeping it 11 in the charter or 7 with the ordinance stuff?
Well, if you want to keep the board into the charter, we have no choice. That's where it needs to be, 11. You know, I mean, what is this? We've had this conversation 27 times, so. What do you guys want to do? It's that simple.
All right,
Tell me what you want to do. You want to
Don.
keep it as is? I'm fine with that. If you want to change it to 7 with 2 alternates on majority and minority, I'm fine with that. You know, it's a conversation that really doesn't make a whole much difference, but I want to project what the board wants. I want to make sure we can stay viable. I want to make sure we're a board that matters into the future. You know,
All right, Don.
a lot of the members that are going regularly attending these meetings, I'm not sure how many more years they're going to stay on the board. You know, we've been on it a long time. There's going to be new blood. So that's what I'm thinking. I don't have a strong feeling. I want the board to be successful. That's what I want.
All right, Don, there's another avenue, and that is to lessen how many people are on the board,
Hello?
but have
We
more
still got you, Don.
alternates. All right, put more alternates onto the board, and they would be able to help out in the different activities that we need bodies for. and have a lesser amount to have a quorum.
That's what we voted for
We said
last
the
time.
last time. If it's
Tom.
if it's a
Yeah.
7-member board, it's only a 4-member quorum. If it's an 11-member board, it's a 6-member quorum.
Right.
That's been the difficulty. So that's where the compromise came. 7-member commission, 2 majority, 2 minority alternates, giving us the 11.
So,
That's
But
what
we
I thought
could- we could
accomplished
even-
at the last meeting.
Right.
My problem is with the alternates. I was on the TPC as an alternate, so you really don't know. Yes, you can speak, but you can't vote if you're not put on that night.
Right.
How are we going to keep people on this board
Bill
as
DeMayo,
alternates?
Bill DeMayo,
Well-
I have a question. So what are you telling us that if we switched to a 7-member with 2 alternates on either side, that ordinance could turn around and say it can be like a 5-2 split instead of a 4-3? Is that what you're talking about through ordinance wise? I don't understand what that means.
It could change anything.
What they could say it's a 2 of, okay, so right now it says in the charter, you're 11-person board.
Right.
The new reading would say there will be a Parks and Recreation Board. Go see ordinance number blank. And the
Yeah.
ordinance could say, we're going to have 2 people. You know, if the town council wants to change it to 2 people, they could change it to 2. They want to do 15, they could do 15.
Okay, so that could
That's no
really,
good.
that could be messy. Yeah.
Could be very messy.
So
All
what all you're saying, Billy, it almost makes sense to keep it the way it is.
Right. I
I've
agree
seen
with
it.
Jed.
I've seen it in another job of mine that when people get angry, they could make some changes that would not be advantageous to the board.
And you're putting everything to the town council, and that could be very politically motivated.
Yep.
Correct.
No, not in this time. So, are we back to square one? You want to stick with the 11?
Yes.
I think
I'm
so.
really tired about talking as a teacher.
Yeah, but you're going to see that this is not closed up. Now, we cannot take it away from us again. We've put it out there once. It's out there. They have to act on it.
They're perfectly willing to listen because it's Thursday night. It's coming up. So whatever Jay and Don tell them, I think they're going to take their advice and then make a recommendation to the town council, and the town council can do whatever they want.
I think they've been doing that right along.
You know what? I'm going to go there, and I'm just going to be honest. The board is conflicted. It's quite frankly. I mean, we're trying to keep the board viable. Some of us feel it should be an 11-man board, keep it in the charter. And the other alternative is what we thought would be the best move to keep the board viable with a 7th floor, and let them decide what they want to do. I don't know, Jay, what do you, I mean, you're the chairman. You tell me. You're the boss.
Well,
This is a lot
I
of
hate to
pressure.
go back to 7. With the alternates is what bothers me. Because I've served on the TPZ as an alternate, and yes, you can say your piece at a meeting if you're not, on the board, but you can't vote. Is that going to keep people on this board as alternates? That's what bothers me.
I agree with you, Jay, because if I was an alternate, why waste my time?
There you go. Maybe
Well,
I can vote tonight. Maybe I can't,
Okay, well, I'm an alternate on TPZ, all right? And I've been at every meeting since I was put in, all right? As far as being an alternate, all right, for this board, it could add to our number of people on the board. And that's what we need is numbers to do the functions that we have.
But
As far
Tom,
as
what
doing
good is it, Tom, if you can't vote?
Agree.
What?
What good is it if you can't vote?
I have a comment.
Go ahead.
We already pretty much put the issue up saying that we can't deal with this and we want to change it. And now we're going to go to them and say, oh, we changed our mind. They may not listen to us. And we're here trying to make plans to convince them to do things when we already showed them the way how we wanted to go back to being wasn't working for us. So the best thing for us to possibly do is just to wait, see what happens and work around it, work around whatever decision they make. And do you necessarily need to be on the board to volunteer for stuff? Like, let's say I'm not on the board if the numbers change, would I still be eligible to volunteer for something?
Yes.
Yeah, but how many people, Rich, how many people would stay on the board? That's the problem. Getting volunteers in this town is getting tougher and tougher.
The end result of the number of volunteers doesn't change whether we have 11 people on the board
Right.
or 7 and 2 alternates and 2 alternates. Either way, 7 and 4 is 11 or 11 is 11. So that doesn't, it's kind of a moot point.
Newington High School math, right there.
What's it going to the same schools together?
Mhm.
Let me throw one other thing out on this whole scenario.
Oh, Don has something to throw out.
So let's say we go to the ordinance, okay? What we voted on, 7, 2 and 2. 7 commissioners, 4 alternates. Bill's point is, at any point, if it's an ordinance, it can be changed.
Right.
Let's say it's not working. And we tried it. And we find to be successful, we really need a full 11-person commission. When it's in the ordinance, they can change it to that.
Yeah.
So there is an escape clause.
In the ordinance,
It could be a,
in the
it
ordinance,
could be a plus or it could be a negative.
could they say we have a
If it's in the-
seven-man
if
board?
it's
that-
in ordinance, that's it until they review the charter again, period.
Could they make an ordinance that said, okay, we have we're in the majority on the council, so we're gonna take a 5-2 on the Parks and Rec board because we have a super majority? So there would be 2 Democrats and 5 Republicans?
Why would anyone want to do that?
Yeah, I know. I don't want to get into the politics because this board's not a political board as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, I understand, but I'm just saying it could end up like that. Why would they want to do it? I have no idea. I don't know why people do a lot of things in this
It's going to
town.
be 5 and 2 anyways, Eileen.
If it wound up like that, there's
No, it
another
would be
election.
4-3. It
and
would be
it could be
4-3.
changed again.
No, it's not. No,
So
it's not.
Yeah, if it's an ordinance, it can be changed.
Right.
Tim-
If it's,
Tim Banky has
if
a
it's in
comment
the,
here this time, Grace.
if it's in the charter, it can't be changed. Well, it can in the charter revision.
But I think the reason Don originally brought this up is because a few months back, we didn't have enough people for a quorum. So what do? How many meetings did we
2 years
cancel,
worth of
Don?
no quorum.
3?
Yeah.
Almost 3.
Yeah.
Wait, let me be clear on this.
More than 3.
Eileen, just to make, you read that state minimums, right? It was 5 and 2 for a 7-man council board.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
Yeah.
5 and 2.
So
Can
our
can
proposal
we recognize
was to
Tim
have,
Banky? He's got his hand up for a long time.
but wait a minute, our proposal was to have a simple majority. What we're asking for is 4-3. Majority 4, minority 3.
Right.
If they say no to that when we talk, we could say if you don't think that is a workable solution, then we would just as soon stay an 11-man. Does that make everybody happy?
What did Tim have to say?
Tim's been having his hand up.
I can't hear him if he said anything.
Yeah, if I
No,
can just, I know I'm just a
Tim
public
Hunter.
here, but the idea that the town council would screw the Parks and Rec board is ridiculous. To change an ordinance, we'd have to go through a number of meetings and have a public hearing where the Parks and Rec board would have a chance to speak. For those of you on the board who think that we would just, the town council would just get together and do away with the Parks and Rec board, it's just crazy. I'm shocked somebody would suggest we would do that.
I don't think it's a matter of doing away with it, Tim. I think it's a matter of adjusting the size of it, that it just leaves it up for
We would
grabs.
only adjust the size. Why would the town council decide to adjust the size unless the Parks and Rec Board asked us to do that? I think Don's point is if it's an ordinance and you tried at 7 and 4 alternates, or you tried at 11, and if it doesn't work, you have the option then to change it back to something that's workable. Once it's in the charter, then you can change it back without having charter revision, which happens every 10 years. And so you'd be stuck with whatever you decide if you keep it in the charter for 10 years.
So I still don't see the downside. We could ask for the simple majority. If they say no, then our request is to stay as is 11-member board. But down the road, who knows what, 6 people that come to every meeting.
No, we lost you, Don.
You all know how long I've been on the board. I can't even remember in the total of all those years prior to the 2 or 3 year period where we ever had an issue with something where we couldn't make a quorum. It just didn't happen. But those were different times. People volunteered. And when they did volunteer, they believed that they should attend the meeting.
Right.
That's not necessarily the case anymore. No offense to anybody. I'm just being honest.
Well, I agree with you, Don. This is how we got
That's
in
what I'm
this.
going to say.
That's how we got in this situation.
Please go to the meeting and say whatever you feel is right.
I know you didn't come up with this idea out of the blue, but we were in a situation where we didn't have people. And that was one of your solutions. But since then, we've added quite a few people. I don't know if that'll stay, but I don't know.
Honestly, Jay, I feel good about it. I don't feel bad about it. I feel good about it.
Yeah. What bothers me, Don,
you're making a
is the
suggestion.
alternates.
Who the hell knows what they're going to do?
Yeah.
I think
Tim.
the only. Oh, I'm sorry.
Tim, does the Charter Revision Committee, are they looking towards?
I don't see it as really any downside to the whole. Not connected.
So does the board want us to go Thursday night and say it's either 7 or leave it alone?
Sorry, Jay, how many caught?
Jay saying, do we want to go to the meeting Thursday and say it's either 7 or leave it alone? Is that correct, Jay?
Yeah.
I'm going to say what I said. I'm going to suggest 7-member commission, simple majority,
4-3.
4-3,
Or 3
2
majority.
alternates on either side. If they don't think that's viable, I'm going to say then we should stick to the 11-man board, period.
Okay. Everybody in agreement with that?
Agree.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't think, Don, I just don't think we have an alternative, but we got to do what we got to do. And let them take it from
I
there.
don't really see it as a downside. Unless they got it.
Yeah. Well, okay, let's try it then Thursday night, see what happens.
Okay, and then one other thing, if we're done with that topic, Eileen, the 150th, I'm just thinking, James wanted a flyer or something for it
I'll get
to
it
give
done.
to the town council.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll get it out. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Yep.
We don't have any public participation, do we?
We do not.
If not, then I entertain adjournment motion.
Well, time out.
Yes,
I got a couple of questions for Bill.
go ahead, Tom.
Go
Maybe
ahead.
now or, as far as, internet in for the extravaganza. Are we still stalemated with the town IT?
So what happened was, I think Tim, Tim, are you still on? I can't tell.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, so you have a friend, Roger. He
Yep.
went out and looked, and Paul Boutant went out there also. And then I can't get a hold of Roger. I've been emailing him, and I don't have his cell phone number. But for some reason, he said that it can't be done by Frontier. And then this lady, Gabrielle out of Florida, the marketing person, said, well, we still want to be involved. We can do 2 events, but they have to be in July and August. So can we be part of the Life Be In It extravaganza at Corporate Row? And we, of course, said yes. Or they could sponsor bigger events. So I think the answer to your question, Tom, is I believe Frontier said they can't hook us up with high-speed internet at Mill Pond Park, and I don't know why.
Huh.
Okay. All right. Did we ever look at, or did you guys ever look at pre-paying for the tickets?
I say talk about technical difficulties.
Yes.
Are you talking about wristbands for the carnival?
Any of it, any type of things that you purchase as
Yeah.
far as the.
Yes, we've tried wristbands and tickets for the carnival. Very unsuccessful. Carnivals and beer and wine gardens, we're finding out, is a spontaneous type thing. They show up, they come to the park. Hey, do you want to go tonight? Yeah, we'll go. They go and they bring cash or a credit card and do their thing. We never really were successful in advance.
All right. Because I with Channel 3 Kids Camp, they went with the pandemic. They went to prepaying for virtually all of it, and they have all the information. They have all the equipment to do that. And I have a contact if we wanted to talk to them at any time.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to talk to people, but I think at this particular, because the food trucks are all independent contractors, and most of the people we use are all independent contractors, and it becomes a level of trust and all kinds of things that way. But we did try the carnival guy, and that just didn't work. Not enough people participated.
Okay, and another avenue, different direction.
Yep.
The Board of Education, in regards to their property next to Mill Pond.
Yep.
Have we ever talked to them about what their long-range plans are for their property there?
If you're talking about the bus garage in the garage, in the buses?
Yeah, we need more parking in that area.
Yes, correct.
And
I believe the town manager might have given a proposal to the Board of Ed to move the buses to Alumni Road, and they would put up bathrooms and offices and that kind of stuff. And I don't believe the Board of Education agreed with that idea.
Oh, all right. Because the Board of Ed seems to be, they're not cooperative with the rest of the town, and I'm finding that with other things, and I just all right. I guess that's enough of that. Thank you.
Okay.
We have a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.
Good night.
Thanks.
care,
Good
everyone.
night,
Thanks,
everyone.
everybody.
Good evening.